minute, don't know. Got a minute of your time. Got a minute of your. I sure gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. And you said when no one's to be found, what keeps you eased out, what takes you off your mind.
Yes, you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Take the time to recognize it.
She say, why wouldn't we? So is this a you thing?
I guess it was a me thing. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Excuse me. Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
From Vision to Success.
From Vision to Success.
Listen, we've been so excited this morning that half of the things I'm supposed to be doing or talking about, like, I completely forget.
Yeah.
Here we are starting the podcast, and I don't have any headset on. I'm all like, let's do it.
Yeah, enjoying my Alani. Alani, we're looking for sponsorships. Alani.
Listen, we're all about that.
We have a mortgage to pay. Please.
Things are rough, you know?
Things are rough. Dude, what a weekend.
Oh, we had an incredible week. I can't even talk properly, guys. Literally, it was, I woke up as if I was in my 20s and as if I drank. I don't drink. But I woke up as if I was hungover and I had stuff to do. I had meetings to go and I was like dragging my feet in. Yeah. But it was amazing. Seth and Daniela got married. So his son, his oldest.
My firstborn.
I know. The party was amazing. We were just talking about the DJ.
Yeah.
Guys, I literally, we opened that dance floor. Mike and I were the first ones on after they, opened it. Mike was like, all right, let's go, right? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And we closed it. The DJ was like, hey, guys, 5 to 10 minutes, and then, it's done.
So listen, if you're looking for a DJ, I'm telling you right now, I know that there's a lot of good DJs out there. This guy, he is just another level. So he is just under our age a little bit. Right?
I don't even know I don't even know how old he is. He looked like he was 20s, 30s.
He looks like in his 20s, but he's he's in his late 30s, 40s.
Is he really?
Yeah. That guy looks like he's in his 20s.
Listen, I was there for it. The music, I didn't realize how many songs I knew.
Yeah. And so the good thing about his age was because he's older. And he's still in the young crowd, right? He knows all the hits of the past.
That's why I was like, how the heck does he know?
Yeah.
Ashanti, Ja Rule? I'm like, what? I'm like, how does he know?
I know.
I was like, listen, if you do not know who they are, look them up. Their hits back in the day, amazing.
Yeah.
Another bangers, the Latin music, Don Omar.
Yeah, Daddy Yankee.
What's that song? Lo que pasó. I don't even know who sings it. I can't even remember, guys. But I literally sang 5 songs straight that I haven't sang in forever. Yeah. I didn't even know that I still knew the lyrics.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I danced so hard.
So, needless to say, it was good. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, good to see you.
Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. So, yeah. But it was one of these things yeah.
Can we talk about, we need to talk about 2 things about that dance floor.
Okay.
One, my personal core memory that I have decided that it will be a core memory. You guys don't know, Tegan doesn't like to dance.
At all.
Yeah, except at our 40th. I had a 40th party with Mike.
She was dancing for all the wrong reasons.
Exactly. She was mad at you, so she danced for 2 hours. Yeah. They were fighting. Something was going on. He sat looking all pouty that whole time. And I'm like, what's happening? He's like, oh, my foot hurts. And she danced for 2 hours. I wasn't sure. Anyway, but I enjoyed the time that I danced with her.
Yeah.
Wedding comes. She dancing is not her thing. She gets pulled out into the dance floor. Miguel is all over her face.
So the whole thing from my side is, so yeah, as soon as the DJ started, I was on the dance floor, right?
Yeah.
The first song was a banger, and we're like, oh freak, I just gotta get on there. So I was on there, and then they cut the cake.
Yeah.
So there was an interruption of the dance there, whatever. And so then everybody kind of like spurred.
Listen, I was still on that dance floor.
He wasn't even playing music.
He was playing music.
Not during the cake cutting.
Yes, he was. Well, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
There was like cake cutting, no music, but then he came back with slow songs.
Right. Yeah, he came back with slow songs afterwards, right? But anyways. And so I was taking that opportunity just to, people were starting to leave, right? And, the cake is out, the desserts are out. So I was just starting to say bye to everybody. Thank you so much for coming and all these different things, whatever. And then as I'm walking my way back into the tent, everybody's like, Miguel, like, get over it. And I had no idea where they were calling me. Like, I had no idea. And then Roger Gohar, he was like, get over here. And so as I getting closer to the dance floor, Tegan's in the center. And I'm like,
this is the time for baby number 8. He was dancing, and I was like, 8.
You're the one that started it?
Of course.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I figured. And so people started chanting 8, 8, 8.
Oh,
and then
so good.
and then I just started like whining and
he was dropping it like it was hot. He was like her face.
And the whole time she was,
okay, my favorite part is when you turned around and you grabbed her hand so it would go down your face, and she was like I loved it. Oh man, it was so good.
That's the dirty dancing.
With
Patrick Swayze, he grabs her arm and he puts it on and he just goes like that. Like
yes,
this.
I loved it. It was so fun because you had a group of people around you. Everybody was like chanting, and it was so good. It was so fun.
So that was definitely a core memory. She was.
That's not a core memory for her. She will.
She was beyond embarrassed. Like beyond embarrassed. And then, I've ever seen, I don't know if you've ever seen sometimes a log, when you drop it in the water, it just like kind of like bounces before it starts to sink or just fall. That was Tegan.
That was not Tegan.
I am not.
She
I
did
have
look
a video.
Uncomfortable, but
I have a video, and the whole time she was like,
she was like, I guess this is happening. It was so good though.
She wanted to get out of there, but everybody was like blocking her way.
They couldn't. She was in the middle of people chanting on her and yelling at her, and you having your way with her.
She went. She was going nowhere. She was trapped.
Oh, it was so good. It was so fun. And let's talk about you and Seth and
Levi and Zayn.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you guys killed it. That was the fun. So they had the little Zayn.
Yeah.
Mind blown. This kid can dance so well.
So before you tell the story, so there's actually a story behind what happened here.
Okay, tell me the backstory.
So they didn't know this, but they gave each other presents. Not in the form of physical, but just like something.
For the wedding?
For the wedding.
Okay, so I don't understand. Like, they gave each other presents as in, like, each sibling gave Seth a present?
No.
Seth
gave Daniela a present, and Daniela gave Seth a present.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Daniela reached out to Elias.
Yeah.
And said, can you send me 2 videos?
Uh-huh.
Right? And then one is going to be when he's getting ready.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't be there. Congratulations, best of luck, and all that stuff. So he's going to think that that's his message from Elias. We're going to then create a second one. We're not going to tell him about it, and then we're going to put it on at the dinner.
It was so beautiful.
Oh, can I tell you? Like, everybody, Tegan was just...
Does Tegan know?
No, nobody knew.
Nobody knew?
No, everybody knew about
Did you know?
So she told me, but she told me that I have a video for Seth from Elias. And then as I was getting ready to go live stream down to Nicaragua, Seth is like, I got to see Elias's video, and I'm like, oh shoot, like
okay.
I'm like, okay, like, so we're not playing it at the dinner. She showed it to you already.
You didn't realize it was 2 videos.
I had no idea it was 2 videos.
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't know, and I don't know if it was miscommunication or she just kept it from everybody.
Yeah.
But there were 2 videos, and then she's like, I need a projector, and she goes, I need a projector fast. And I go, yeah, well, I have it, because the plan was to put. She goes, I have another video.
You're like, sorry, what?
And so I'm like running cables, and all.
That's why you tripped and almost fell.
You saw that?
Everybody saw that.
Everybody saw that. Hey, can we talk about how much I botched that translation?
Hold on, we'll get to the translation after. So let's get back to the. So much. If you guys want, if you were at the wedding or not at the wedding, and sort of want a back. Like a behind the scenes view of what happened at the wedding. There was some highs, but there was also some lows.
I told her one sentence at a time. She was giving me 3.
Okay, hold up. Let's go back to the...
So then that happened. And so when Tegan saw that second video, and again, I don't know if she knew if there was a second, like she was done. And then all of her friends that were sitting on our table, like, these are her high school friends. Like they help raise our kids, right? And so Amanda, she's got beautiful eyes, like the light baby blue eyes.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay, her, she loves Elias. Like she is almost like a second mom to Elias, right? And so and Seth and Elias loves her, kind of thing, right? They call each other best friends. So anyway, so I look at the table and everybody, all of Tegan's friends are crying. Tasha, Tegan's best friend, like crying, and then looking at Tegan, she's crying. Tegan's looking at each other, and then they start to cry. It was like a snot fest. It was absolutely ridiculous.
It was a beautiful video.
So that was her present to him. His present to her earlier when they were dating. She made a comment saying, "Yeah, I've always dreamed my husband would dance for me at my wedding."
And he sure did. He delivered.
And so he recorded that right in the back, and so did not tell her. And then we put together this routine.
It was so good. It was so fun to watch. It was engaging because I've seen dance things that happen, and they're not nearly that engaging. You're like, yay, kind of thing, right? But this had people out of their seats. It was so good. I was screaming. I was like, ah!
And can I tell you, it was choreographed the day before.
That was amazing. If you guys did that the day before, I cannot imagine what you would have done had you had like a week or 2 weeks.
No, I know. Well, we did have, but then between business, closing off the year with school, and then with the schools, and Seth with work, and work, and also planning for the wedding, like we could never plan this. So we were sitting around literally at 11 o'clock at night the day before, like Friday night.
Yeah.
And we're like, and Seth is like, "Dad, we gotta put together a routine." And I'm like, "Do you have a routine?" He goes, "I have a routine for one song."
Okay.
Which is the Calle Ocho.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, "Okay, here's what we're going to do." And so here's what we did. Zayn is in dance school.
Yeah.
Right?
He's so good. Oh my gosh. He has charisma. He has engagement.
The facial expressions.
Yes. He is so good. He was killing it in the dance floor. So imagine this. Everybody's dancing.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 8.
So there's an 8-year-old.
He just got baptized.
So there's an 8-year-old in the middle of the dance floor killing it. The only 8-year-old among probably people in their 20s and 30s and 40s and so
better
on.
than half of everybody.
Oh, 100%. He was like the 1% of the dance floor. It's so good.
Yeah. Anyway, so this kid is good. And
Yeah,
his teachers have said, like, there's something in this kid. He sees the routine once and he picks it up. He uses facial expressions to perform. Like, he is...
Yeah.
Like,
there was 180 people there.
180, yeah.
Yeah, 180 people, no problem. He goes and does a routine by himself.
Yeah.
No, like, oh, I don't want to do it, or I'm scared.
Yeah. So this is
Walks to the front is like, all right.
Yeah. So this is a routine he did for his competition.
Wow.
So it was him and like it would have been him and 6 others.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so he did it for the dance, and then the how it's supposed and how it did, like how we planned it was, the MC Kalon was supposed to jump on the mic and goes, "Hey guys, what's better than 1 Martinez? 2 Martinezes."
Oh, so good. And then Seth
came out.
Yeah.
Seth comes out and they start to have a dance battle.
Yeah.
And Zayn is killing it.
He totally is. He's so
destroying.
good. Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah, and then Levi comes up, then grabs the mic because there was a dual MC, and he goes, "What's better than 2 Martinezes? 3 Martinezes."
And then you come up and like shirt is out of his pants, and he like it was.
So he started doing like this break dancing and just like popping and locking, whatever. And then Kaylon grabs the mic, and then we all dance battling each other or whatever. And then Seth performed his actual routine for Daniela, and like the whole time the DJ's like mixing everything. And then Kaylon comes back on the mic and says, "What's better than 3 Martinezes? 4 Martinez."
And that's when Levi came out on the dance floor.
And Levi was so.
I've never seen Levi dance.
He can't dance. He doesn't know how to dance.
Okay, first of all, he did do pretty well.
No, he didn't. He was supposed to make it look bad. He was supposed to, like, this is when we were practicing Friday. It looked like he was kicking kids, kindergartens. He was doing this. He was
Listen, first of all, he did not make it look super bad. So I guess he failed in his assignment. He looked decent. Like, he looked fairly good.
Yeah. There was certain parts I was like, oh, shoot. Like, that came out, right? Like, the music, when the music's pumping, your body tells you to move certain ways. But he was supposed to make it look bad because then Kaylin was supposed to grab the mic and be like, maybe we'll just keep it at 3 Martinezes.
Which did happen. Yeah.
Which did happen. And then that was Seth's present to Daniela.
It was so good.
People were going I want to say,
I was like screaming. It was so good. It was so good. I can't even tell you. It was the best dance performance I have ever seen.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was so good.
It was fun. And then I think another tearjerker. The mother-son dance. My Baby You by Mark Anthony. That was the same song that I danced with my mom at my wedding. And so my mom was dying. Or like off to the side, like
it's like a full circle moment, right?
Boogers everywhere, and so I asked Seth, I'm like, "Did you know?" And he goes, "He knew that," and so he did that on purpose, just to somehow find a way to involve my mom in the wedding.
I love it. It was so good.
He's a very thought-provoking kid, right?
So those were the highs. Let's get into the lows of the wedding.
I regret nothing. Nothing. I regret nothing. I gave her specific instructions and she botched it.
Okay, we're not finger blaming or pointing fingers
I'm pointing
anything.
fingers blamed. Yes, I am.
So Daniela's parents give this beautiful, beautiful speech. It's more sentimental than anything, right?
Very sentimental.
So for everybody that spoke Spanish, everybody understood. However, the people who spoke English only, there was a disservice done to them because
they understood.
Daniela's mom is, tearing because this is a beautiful speech, and this guy is botching it. He's like making faces. Did I say it right? And then half of the things he's like, wait, what? What'd you say?
Okay.
I think he's translating, and I'm like, I don't think that's what it means, but okay.
Half of that speech was hers. The other half was mine.
100%. She lists like some qualities that Daniela has, and he's like, wait, what? He's like, how many? This, that. And he's like, I don't know what you said.
I told because she speaks, like, she does not speak English, like at all. Right? Mm-hmm. Like at all. And so like maybe 1 or 2 words. And so she goes, I'm really afraid. And I'm like, you know what? I'll translate. Like I've translated before for the church, right?
Listen, you must have some like gift of tongues when you're doing it in a church, because what happened at the wedding was, I thought to myself, I was like, well, I'm sure that.
Anyways, and so I go, listen, I told her 1 sentence at a time. I can, like, I'm gonna be nervous up there. I'm like, so just if you give me like an entire paragraph, it's not gonna go well. So she, in the beginning, it was good, right? But then she forgets that someone's translating for her, so she goes into 2 sentences.
And he was like lost at that point. She's like tearing and saying beautiful things and to her daughter, and this guy's like looking at her.
I look over, and she's.
After the speech was done, he's trying to quickly get out of the scene, and Dad has to do a speech, so Dad is gonna do it in Spanish. He's like, wait, should I pick someone else who speaks better Spanish? We're like, yes.
And the dad and I was not planning on translating for him. Like, he could speak English and he speaks it well, but I guess they were just like, he really wanted to feel comfortable in his own skin. But yeah, and then
that was
and then the worst thing is she starts like, Daniela, I love you, you're my daughter, and
you remember now the speech. Yeah. Now he can translate it.
She goes, you're loving, you're wonderful. And she starts going off on a list of like 7 things. You forget after 3. And so I'm like starting to make things up, right? And I think one time I said patience twice.
And then you stop and you're like, what did you say?
I'm like,
that's enough.
Yeah. I look over to Daniela.
I was like, okay, so that's a low.
So I look over to Daniela, and Daniela's like, that's not what she said.
I really pray that your co-in-laws have a lot of patience. Honestly, you are a great guy, but you do need a lot to be around.
She knows me already. It's been whatever. But like,
it's been like a month. So.
But so I'm walking around, and there was a girl. Mm-hmm. This is how bad it was. Oh.
Is it mom-in-law calling?
She's calling, complaining. There was a, let me just put this somewhere else. There was a lady, a girl. She took white. She took Spanish in high school. Can I tell you? I've never been more embarrassed in my life.
She was like, I should have translated.
She comes up to me. She goes, "Do you not know Spanish?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, half of that speech was not translated properly. I'm like, "How do you know?" She's like, "I took grade 11 Spanish." And I'm like, so I was messing up elementary, like high school, grade 11 Spanish. I was messing up.
Okay, listen, to your thing, I'm like, there was a lot of nerves there. It's a big occasion. There's a lot of eyes on you. So I get it. Like, but it was just, I was dying.
Yeah,
it was good.
Anyways, and she did write it down, and I'm like, I wish I would have had like a copy of it. At least I could just go from there. But then she went off script, and then that messed me up because she was using big words that I've never heard in my entire life before. And Nicaragua and El Salvador, even though we speak Spanish, like there's some words that are not. So I'm like, there was a word that she used, and I'm like, what is that?
You're like, that's in Nicaragua, right? They say that?
Yeah, she goes Nika or something. Mi hija Nika. And I'm like, Nika. I'm like, does that mean Nicaragua? She goes, sí, Miguel, sí.
Oh my God. Anyway, so that I would say, okay, never mind. I had 3 lows, but now, no, I had 2 lows. I have 3 lows now.
Oh, dang. That's my only low.
Well, the only low is that you almost tripped and fell, and like you disconnected. Great. So he was setting up a projector for a gift that was to be for Seth. Anyway, in the midst of this, somebody tells you something, and you're like walking, and boom, it gets disconnected, and he almost trips, and everybody sees.
Well, and then the DJ is like, "Oh, we have to start all over again." Freaking be quiet, DJ.
And then the only other one that I would say is when I'm looking around, I go in, I'm talking to a couple of friends that I have, and I'm looking and I'm searching for you because I was like, oh, I wonder what you're doing. And he was sitting at the table by himself, turtle formation. Well, that was just a low for me, I guess, right? Turtle formation like this, looking all droopy. I was like, fix your face, man. It's your son's wedding. Granted, he was just in thought. He had to do a speech, and you were just kind of like...
I had to do the speech. I was nervous, but here I was like, you have no... And I hadn't taken my cocktail yet.
If you want to know what the cocktail is.
I'm not going to tell you what the cocktail is, but I have some...
Supplements.
I have...
They're all legal, by the way.
They're all legal. They're all street legal. Like, you can get them on the street.
I'm pretty sure they're still word of wisdom approved. So if you know, you know.
Yeah. I'm not breaking any commandments. It's a cocktail that I created that allows me to feel less and be more happy.
Feel less. It allows me to numb out.
It does. It allows me to numb out and then have a burst of energy. So it's a cocktail that I created, and I only use it in emergency.
Now I'm intrigued. I'm like, is it the cocktail that I already know,
No,
or is it a different one?
I don't think you know.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to get the recipe. Just kidding. I'm just joking.
But I knew, and so here's the thing: is 2 days of going to bed like at 2, 3 in the morning.
Okay.
Spending all day at the farm, at the land, at the property, setting up, meeting up, whatever, going around, I went to Home Depot to get a generator, and they don't rent generators anymore. So I'm like, freak. So I'm have to do a quick calculation how much wattage. What is that?
What?
Do you hear that?
What? I don't hear anything.
Your aura leaving? Anyway. What? That's the description of drugs. Oh, Ella. This is the girl. Anyway, she is amazing. She wrote me a message, and she's like, she was so excited when she saw the post last week, and she was like, "We're back."
You're so sweet.
She's like one of the great ones out there.
I love it. I love your motivation. So she writes daily script, like daily quotes, daily scripture. I love them. I always read them.
Yeah.
So Ella, keep doing that, girl.
Yeah, you have an audience as well. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I had to like do a quick calculation on how much wattage I was gonna need, and then so I had to like go buy a generator.
Oh, you bought it?
I dropped $1,000 just at Costco, and then I'm set, and then I have to get there, and then I'm running cables and just making sure that the power is divided equally between both outputs because I didn't want to overload just one circuit, and so then I went to Home Depot and bought over close to 600 feet of cable. extension cords.
Wow.
$500
Was
later.
that the day of or the day before?
The day before. The
Wow.
day before. And so yeah, so then I have the generator, I have over 600 feet of extension cords, you know, close to $2,000 later, right? With everything that I've purchased. And so now I'm running cables and I'm like, and then the generator keeps shutting off. And like, what am I going to do? Like, I already purchased, this thing's heavy and it's already filled with gas. I'm like, what am I going to do? And so funny enough, I took a picture of the generator, uploaded it to chat and said, this generator keeps on shutting off. What's going on? And they're like, oh, depending on the wind,
Okay.
it might be blowing the CO2 back into the generator.
Okay.
So make sure that the exhaust is blowing in the same direction of the wind.
So you had to shift it, and then it worked.
So I grabbed grass and I threw it in the air and it blew one way, and so I turned it towards that way, and it stopped. It never shut it. Like, it was
That's
fine.
so good.
But I'm telling you, like, it was. So I was tired. My body was hurting and my mind was fogged up, and I'm seeing Tegan, whatever, and then I said, like, finish up my speech. So I'm sitting there. My mind is not.
When you were in turtle formation?
When I was in, but that was not my turtle formation. I wasn't avoiding people. I was just dazed. I told somebody, I go, I've never done drugs in my entire life. I go, but like, I could see what just
white people start. I can see why white people say yes to drugs.
No.
You're on a slippery slope, Miguel.
No, I said I've never done drugs, but I always see people that do the drugs and they're like very mellow and they're like dazed and confused. That was me, man. Like, I had no idea where I was. People, are you excited about the wedding? I'm like,
it was a lot though.
It
was a lot of work.
Everything, and then the heat, right, from the thing. So that took a lot out of me as well. Like, I don't do well in heat. So anyway, so when I was sitting there, I was trying to get ready. I was trying to like mentally prepare myself, and I knew I had my cocktail ready, but I wanted to take it at a specific time. I didn't want to take it too early.
Yeah, you took it at the perfect time because I guess that's when the dance happened after.
So
he was primed.
So I took it right before, because it takes about 20 minutes to kick in.
What the heck are you taking? Like, now I need to know. I'm like, what is happening?
So I took it about 20 minutes before the speeches started. So by the time I went to do my speech, I had no more pain and I was excited. And your
age was reminding you
of
like
my gosh. And then the music kicked in and I went right into so half of that was,
man, I'm tired just like talking about it because I'm reminded of the day and how busy it was and how busy it must have been for you.
It was. And then somebody asked me, are you ready to let him go? And
you're like, I've been ready for a while.
But here's the thing, and somebody else said it and then goes, maybe it doesn't feel like you're losing anybody because he's living here. Mm-hmm. So, like, I haven't really lost him, right? Like, I mean, I've gained a title, but I haven't lost him. Like, he's going to be down here in the basement. Yeah. He's working with me still. And so I think I'm going to feel it when he moves out.
Yeah.
When I don't have him around anymore.
Do you think Mission, though, prepped you a little bit?
Yeah, but then I got him back. But this time, there's only visits.
Yeah.
It's special occasions, dinners, birthdays, Christmases. Like, once he leaves my house, like, that's, I think, oh my gosh, not ready. Yeah.
Wow.
That's when, and for the dad, it's different because, and I saw his face, and as he gave Daniela over to Seth, he gave him a hug, and I don't know what he said to, but they were talking, but he was not in the right headspace. Like, he was emotional.
Yeah.
Or he was in the right headspace. He was emotional. But I was like, I don't feel like that. No. You know, whatever. Because he's on his honeymoon, but he's going to come back. He's living with us.
Yeah. For them, it was like, they're not going to see Daniela every day anymore.
That's it. She lives here. She does not live there. They lost.
Now it's going to be visits.
Yeah.
Right?
Now it's just visits. So I don't think I'm going to feel that until he leaves. When he starts his children and then they leave and they move into a new place. I think that's when it's going to hit.
Oh, man. That's hard. I'm like thinking about it for like future me when my kids are getting married, and I'm like, oh man.
Oh, when your daughter,
Raquel,
you,
I'm gonna be 100%
going to be a hot. That girl's like she's
wonderful.
Yeah,
she's so wonderful.
You guys are attached, man. Like I see how she sees you, And I see how you guys are together. Like she worships the ground that you walk on.
I wouldn't say worship,
No,
but she does enjoy.
She does.
It's funny because she was telling me the other day, I think it was last Monday or I can't remember, but in the last couple of weeks, her friend sent her a video that said, hey, like this is you. And it was a video of a girl being a momaholic. And it was a girl just like kind of walking around with her mom and whatnot, wherever she was. And her friends always tease her because she's always like, no, I'm going grocery shopping with my mom. Yeah. No, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, right?
That girl loves you. Loves you. And I see you guys' relationship and I'm like,
I have a great relationship with, definitely with all my kids. I do think that because we're similar in certain senses, she's a lot more logical than I am. I'm more emotion driven. She's more logical driven.
She keeps you calm and grounded.
Yeah, because she's very much like Mike. So, but then there are certain things that she does that we're very much alike. We laugh similarly. She understands when I'm doing charades because I can't explain exactly what I'm saying, right? Like the girl can read me. The girl speaks Maria.
Oh man,
I love her.
I cannot wait to see that.
Listen, all my kids, I love them all so much, and I think with the first it's always going to be harder because this is the first time that as a parent you're going through it.
Of course.
And then the subsequent kids, it just becomes a little easier. But I have to focus on the joy that they're going to have with their spouse. Because if I focus on my loss, I'm going to be a basket case.
So I thought so too. Like maybe it is for weddings, but like for mission, when Seth left, we were like, so I took my kids. Yeah. I took Seth and Elias to
the MTC.
To the MTC, right? So we arrived Monday, spent a whole day, Monday, Tuesday, and then brought him into the MTC on Wednesday. And so when I dropped off Seth and I came back to the hotel, when I tell you that I lost my cool, like I threw myself in the bed, just bawling my eye. Uncontrolled. Hugging the pillow, rocking back and forth. I have never in my entire life. Like I am not even joking.
You know what? It's those emotional releases, I guess, that you need to do, right?
And you try and be strong for them, and you shed a tear in there or whatever. But when they're gone and you're alone in the hotel, and you just finish
you travel back by yourself.
And you finish spending like last 2-3 days together in the hotel, hanging out, talking, going out, sightseeing, and then all of a sudden gone. I was not okay. Oh my God, I don't want to live anymore. And why? I kept asking why.
You're like,
no, Maria, when I tell you,
I'm like, that's so funny to me that you kept asking why.
Holding the pillow, rocking back and forth, like in a fetal position.
As in why he was leaving or why you were feeling the way that you were?
Everything. I don't know.
You were questioning life.
Life, everything. Yeah. Why is he leaving? Why am I here by myself? Why is he? But I just kept asking why. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? No me gusta. Porque I don't like. It was horrible. Like horrible. And so I'm like, it was time to take Elias. I'm like, I'm gonna be okay. You know, I did it with Seth. I know what to expect. Dropped him off at the MTC.
Same thing.
Came home, I was like, okay. I opened up the door to the hotel, walked in. Oh my gosh, here it comes. And I started all over again.
Listen, I don't think this is a good conversation for you and I to have because I am thinking of my kids and I am not liking the feelings that are arising.
You are going to be done.
Oh my gosh.
Done.
I think in this sense, maybe the hardest one will be for me is my little one, Ruby. Because she's the last. After this one is like...
Yeah. That might hit hard.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be what it's going to be. You know what? To my kids, I'm going to be a hot mess. But you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
It is the right thing to go on, missions. It is the right thing to get married and leave the nest. I will always be there. I think
I am going to be, for all of them. For Levi, I'm going to be a hot mess because he just brings so much joy.
He's like a mini you.
He's so. Anyways, I was hearing stories from his friends. He owes them like $300 each because he's like, hey man, can I borrow $5? And they keep count of how much.
He's like, this is their tally. Oh man.
But listen, there's rhyme and a reason and a purpose why we're talking about all of this stuff is because today's episode, it's just pretty much all about new beginnings. Yeah. And then as I was thinking about this, when I messaged you yesterday, I'm like, I think personally, there are right ways of new beginnings, and then there are wrong ways of new beginnings. And not only that,
they're toxic ways of new beginnings.
that's exactly it. There's good reasons why you should do a new beginning, and then wrong reasons why you should not do a good new beginning. So anyway, so I wanted to kind of discuss that, and I got some really fun questions here to ask you. So
he refused to tell me beforehand. I was like, "Ooh, what are they?" And he's like, "No, you like to put me in situations where I'm awkward or I put my foot in, I put my foot in my mouth."
Yeah, it's happened many times.
The kids are all listening. Oh, my kids. I love you guys.
Raquel.
Ding.
Raquel. Like, let us know, how much do you love your mom? That's what we want to know. We want to see if we can.
First of all, it should be all my kids. How much do you guys really love me?
Yeah,
like, literally, you all need to write some things down so people actually see that you love me.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just joking. I love you guys.
Profess your love now.
Or else, when I get home, you guys know what's going to happen. I'm just joking. You guys know I love you.
Mom, please, no more bread and water only.
Oh, man.
So I went, I wrote the description, I threw it into chat, and I go, chat, this is what I'm thinking, whatever. I go, give me some spicy questions. That's what I said. Give me some spicy questions. I want to ask
Remember,
Maria.
my kids are listening. Just kidding. They're fine. Okay, tell me. What are the questions?
Okay, so we won't do number 4. But anyway. But I like the first one.
Okay, tell me. What
Ready?
did you say?
Because I think this one hits hard for me as well. And we've talked about this in the past.
Okay.
Is quote unquote cutting people off sometimes the mature thing to do? Or has our culture made it too easy to avoid hard conversations?
Ooh, that's a good one. Because I believe yes to both. I actually believe yes to both.
Okay.
But I think it's depending on the context of the person, right? Because I absolutely believe that our culture has made it so easy to be like, oh, you know what? They're against my peace. They stress me out. They this, that, and the other.
Speak my truth.
Yeah, I'm going to speak my truth. But then you know what happens? You know what the current trend or the current things that are happening is that kids are cutting off their parents in their old age. They're seeing their behavior of what happened as toxic. Oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. You have to remember that our parents grew up in a different generation, right? Like all the stuff that we have available to us was not available to them.
Yeah,
So if you're at a point where you're judging decisions that happen based on what you know rather than what your parents knew at the time, and then you're cutting them off based on that, then I don't think that's the right decision. That's
a very interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I follow a whole bunch of psychologists that talk about this with regards to it. Like there was one, I think it was a news article actually that I was reading about. And it talked about how this daughter decided to cut off her mom and was like, you did this, that, and the other, da-da-da. You have to remember that the parent grew up completely different circumstances. Yeah. She tried her best. I'm sure some of the behavior wasn't the greatest. I mean, we're all older now. And especially if you are ethnic, you know that certain things that happen in your life, you were raised a little bit different than it was raised here. It was a little bit more hardcore raising. But then you also have to remember that your parents were raised even more hardcore than you were, right? Now, anyway, back to the story. So she goes, this daughter is like, you know what? Like, I don't want to see you because this, that, and the other. Cuts her mom completely off. Wow. 9 years later, she...
How old was she? When she said, I'm cutting you off, how old was she?
She was a mother with kids.
Oh,
so we're talking we're not talking like teenagers. We're talking like full-grown adults, like our age, maybe in their 20s, 30s, 40s.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so we're talking that this is a serious thing that's happening right now, right? So 9 years later, no contact with the mom, whatever. She reaches out to the mom and says, like, kind of not even apologetic or not even trying to, like, kind of be like, hey, I missed you or anything like that. Reaches out saying that, like, she does want to rebuild a relationship, but gives her mom a list of demands.
Stop.
Yes. I'm like, I was reading it and I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Obviously, what does her mom do? Her mom is 100% hurt. And then her mom is like, I don't want to have a relationship with you.
Good for her.
Yeah. So mom was like, and then daughter was like, appalled. She was like, what do you mean? But what do you expect?
Yeah, good for her.
Right? Like, what do you expect in that situation? It takes two to be able to work it out. But if you're coming in hot and you're like, you're going to do this, that, and the other.
Do you know some of the demands? Like, did it list?
No, they didn't. They didn't actually talk about the demands. They said that with regards to the mom, the daughter ended up going to TikTok complaining, whatever, right? And she was appalled. And there was a lot of...
You're cut off.
Exactly. The mom was like, you're cut off. No, but... like obviously she had some negative reviews or negative thought processes with regards to that, but a lot of people kind of sided with the mom. It's like, you are gone for 9 years. It's not just your relationship that you're deciding to cut off. You're deciding to cut off your children's relationship, right? Yeah. And now you're coming in with a list of demands. So I think in that sense, it is not healthy. Like, I think you have to, if you are solely doing it in a base of the current knowledge that we have now, and you're also not having those hard conversations with your parents or your family, or sometimes it's a lot about grace. You're not going to change people. Yeah. So at that point, you kind of have to navigate, and it's going to be very different for everybody. So in that sense, I don't think that's healthy. Yeah. Now, in the option that I think that it is okay to cut people off or to be like, you know what, enough is enough, is in the sense if you have someone who you've tried to work things out with, but they continue the same behavior, and you genuinely have tried, right? And they don't either want to have a relationship with you or don't want to change anything, or they keep like stonewalling you, then at that point, what is the point of having a relationship? Right? Like, so yeah. I think both is yes, but you just have to ensure that you do it with the right spirit. Okay. If you're doing it,
no, go ahead. You have to have it with the right spirit, and
yeah, if you're doing it out of anger, contention, kind of like fear and all that stuff, I think that's going to create some problems. Okay.
So that was going to be my question. At what point do you, like, what's the deciding factor and be like, okay, we're done, or I'm going to continue fighting for this?
I think it's up to you. I think every situation is different. Like for me in my life, there is a couple people that I have said enough is enough, right? And one particular person is very close to me. But again,
it was me, right? That's when it's like, I'm working on some finances and I can't do the podcast anymore. I had to cut you off for a while.
No, I was just no, it's not you. But I'm like, with this particular person, they're close to me, and in an ideal world, I would love to have a relationship with them, right?
This person, yeah. We've talked about that.
So ideal world, of course, right? But then at the same time, when this person continually like talks poorly about you, talks trash about you. Even when we did have a relationship, I would be the last person, like me and my family would be the last person that they would thought of, and they would only invite us because, like...
Compromiso.
Exactly. Like they had to. And then it was like walking on eggshells, because if I said no, heaven forbid, like I'm getting invited the day of and I say no because I have another plans, then there's this whole thing. Yeah, like one time,
I'm the same way.
This particular person made such a huge deal because I was big and pregnant. It was a last minute invitation and I said no because I wasn't feeling well. I'm big and pregnant. And I ended up posting a picture on social media about me and Mike having cake. My gosh, this person lost it. Wow. And I'm like, so anyway, so in situations like that, now do I think that we're going to be like cut off from each other forever? I don't know. It's really like depending, because I try not to think in absolutes, but I don't know. I think in that situation, I think it was okay because I don't hold any ill feelings towards a person. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah. Interesting. I'm still waiting for Maria's kids to like proclaim their love and profess their love towards Maria. Or maybe you want to do a list of demands.
Do a list of demands, please. I love you guys. Listen, my kids can come to me with a list of demands, and I will go through it with them, and I'll be like, okay, let's chat about this. Really?
So here's an obvious answer, but I do want to discuss it as to why it's an obvious answer.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's an obvious answer, but I mean, you may think differently, but I just want to discuss why. Can you become a new person while still staying in the same environment?
No.
Okay. So that's what I thought of as well. Now the bigger question is
I don't know. Like, I want to say no because you become like the people you hang out with. But at the same time, I'm like, what about, there is this quote that I really like, and it's a scripture-based quote, and it talks about how, the world would say, like, take the people out of the slums, and then, like,
so that's the apostle.
Yeah, do you know what?
I have it.
I really like it, but in that sense, okay, let's read it out. If you have it, I have it too, but if you have it
it's
ready.
Right here, because somebody sent it to me, and Joseph Gelati. He says,
I love that quote, so go ahead, read it.
The Lord works from the inside out, right? But so here's the thing is, okay, anyways, let's read it. Yeah, it's by a prophet named Ezra Taft Benson, okay? And then he says, so for those who don't know, Maria and I were members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and so we have a leadership, and which is a prophet his 2 counselors, and then 12 apostles, similar to the setup of when Christ was on the earth, right? So we believe in prophets and apostles in modern day revelation. This is an apostle or a prophet at this time that said the following. He said, "The Lord works from the inside out. The world works from the outside in." So the Lord works from the inside out. The world works from the outside in. The world would take people out of the slums, while Christ would take the slums out of the people, and then they take themselves out of the slums. The world will mold men by changing their environment. Christ changes men who then change their environment. The world would shape human behavior, but Christ can change human nature. So, but again, at the same time here, and I know what you're saying.
What was the question? Okay, read the question again.
The question is, can you become a new person while still staying in the same environment? And I think eventually, if you are, because even this quote,
eventually you have to change the environment. Can you start the process in that environment?
Yeah, you get yourselves out of the slums. So we're asking the world to take the slums out of our environment, like out of us, but the world changes us, and then we take ourselves out of the environment. So I think your first initial statement that you become who you hang around with. If I'm trying to quit smoking, and I'm hanging around with people that smoking constantly, and I'm smelling that, eventually I'm going to have a relapse.
Yeah.
The neat thing in high school, I never drank, right? Like, so I was able to stay away from all that stuff. And I made it a point to tell my friends, hey, I don't smoke and I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do any of this stuff. And the people that I chose to hang around with respected that decision, to the point that we went to a party one time at Lewis, right? And we went to a party one time with Lewis, and somebody offered me a beer.
He like batted it out of their hand.
Did.
Yeah. That's the type of friends you need to have.
Right? So without even me saying anything, without me even defending my faith and my truth, Lewis was like, and again, not a member of the church, great guy, married, all these different things or whatever, but he never became a member, but he knew my values, he knew my standards. And so when somebody offered me a drink, he stepped in and be like, he doesn't drink. Yeah. And I didn't even have to say anything. Yeah. Right? And so but I think like if Lewis and all my other friends, they were drinkers, they were smokers, and I'm trying to get away from that stuff or trying to, turn a new leaf, eventually I'm going to have a relapse, right? Yeah. So I think, yeah, you can be a new person. You can have new beginnings while still in the exact same environment. That's my personal opinion.
I think you're right. Because even if you are in the same environment, the actions that you're doing need to start changing that inward
100%
self that you have.
100%.
And then you yourself are going to say, you know what? They're not aligned with the type of life that I want to live. So I need to take myself out of that environment. I 100% agree.
And it's not just behavior, but it's also work.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you're going to a job that you absolutely hate, and like you're just having all these negative thoughts, you come home, you bring that negativity into your house and whatever. Like if you want to, I knew a story of a person, and they became an engineer, immigrant parents. So, whatever. And then, for the most part, immigrant.
I'm like, are you talking about Mike? He just decided to change the story about immigrant parents. He's trying to make up stories about you, babe.
Yeah. Here's not a story about Mike. Ready?
I know.
So it was a guy, and then from immigrant parents, and then as for immigrant parents, they always want us to be like doctors, lawyers, and engineers. And
there's high value in education, right?
They put heavy pressure on their kids. We left our country for you.
Yeah.
And so then now you therefore have to become, right? And that's to put an entire exodus of a family on the kid's shoulder, like that's heavy, right? Anyways, so these parents pressured this kid, and he went out and he became an engineer. Successful engineer, married, a couple of kids, but he was always stressed.
Okay.
Talking to a psychiatrist, they did digging and whatever, and is like, do you really want to be an engineer? He was like, no, like I really want to do music.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, can you make money off of that? And he goes, well, kind of, like the way he had this, I don't know what it was, but he had this sure way of making money through whatever. And he goes, quit your job.
Yeah.
Quit your job, do what you love, whatever. This guy is making good money, more than what he was making as an engineer, but he is happy now. Like he is absolutely happy. And so the work that he was doing, it wasn't for himself. It was something that the parents wanted him to do.
Yeah.
And now this guy's happy, is married with kids and all these different things, but he had to change his environment. So whether it's work, social, even sometimes I would say family, you have to take yourself out of that position to just become a new person. Yeah. There needs to be a season of separation.
Yeah, I agree. Because you need to be stronger, right?
100%.
If right now the things that you want to do that are going to build you. Now, remember, this is about building you. So there have to be good things with regards to your what is it called? Your personal development, your career, your spirituality. If those things are good and righteous, then definitely. But if you're trying to do something that is not the greatest and people are telling you not to do it, definitely take heed to that.
I have a question for you, and I know what your answer is going to be.
Ooh, okay.
I think I know what your answer is going to be.
Do the question and then tell me what you think my answer is going to be.
Okay, so don't give me a hint.
Okay, I won't. I will be like this.
Just don't look at me. Ready? Here we go.
Don't look at you. Okay.
She touched me by accident this morning.
I was like, oh.
I was like, oh.
I'm like, sorry about that.
Our DNA connected.
No, that's not. You don't connect DNA through touch.
Yes, you do. Touch DNA. Are you kidding me? That's a thing. Oh my gosh, Mike, you're listening. Does touch DNA exist? Here we go. What do you think?
Okay. Anyway.
No. We're not. This is an opportunity for me to be right. I am not letting go of this. One of the reasons why when cops stop you and they touch the back of the car.
Oh, it's because of their DNA or their. Yes. Okay, you're right.
And if there's anything that happens or they're looking for the car, they're able to trace that.
That's why I wouldn't be a cop. I'd be like, you never know, right? Okay, go ask me.
Yeah, touch DNA. Listen, I know. I've watched Law and Order. I know my law.
Okay, tell me.
So don't tell me, right? But I think I know this. So the question is it what's more important? Getting closure from others or giving yourself closure?
Okay, what do you think I'm going to say?
I think you think that forgiving yourself and giving yourself closure is way more important than getting closure from other people.
I agree. I 100% say that.
Yeah.
Because you can't control what other people do or say and whatnot, right? You can only control you. Yeah. And if you go around waiting for someone else to apologize or somebody else to rewrite a wrong, or I think it puts, for instance, for myself, I think it would put me in a victim mentality. And when you are when you're stuck in a victim mentality, you cannot remove yourself from that, because then it's like the world is against you. Yeah. But then if you take responsibility, not necessarily saying that you're responsible for what happened. I like this person who said it's response-able. And when when you're able to...
I said that.
You did not say that.
I've said that
I'm
so
pretty
many
sure
times.
that was not you. But it was not you. Anything smart, I'm always like, it wasn't you.
It was me.
Okay, fine, whatever. Maybe it was you, which I highly doubt it, but maybe.
Can I tell you? I know.
Hold on, let me finish.
I know. I'm cutting you off. I just okay, go. Church discussion. Go. I'm making a mental note. Pins.
I was like, what?
Go.
Anyway,
So
I was just gonna say
how I say response able.
Okay, so he says response-able apparently. But at that point, you're able to make decisions for yourself and be like, okay, I'm not going to get an apology from this person. And if I'm not, whatever it is it the friendship, the relationship, whatever it is it worth still continuing? Yeah. At that point, you put yourself in charge and you're going to analyze and be like, yay or nay, right? So I think we do a disservice when we expect things from others. Yeah. And I think it puts us in a negative position for ourselves. Yeah. Anyway, go, because you're not even listening at this point. You're like, no. Church. Okay, I know you.
I am listening.
You have that glossed over.
You saw it?
100%. Where he's just trying to hold on to his thought, no longer listening. Or the other thing that he does is he checks his watch and he's like, yeah, anyway. Go. You weren't listening, so it's fine.
It's so true. I have no idea what you just said.
I know. I definitely know.
I hate how much you know me.
I know, yeah.
With a passion. I hate how much you know me.
Yeah, because I don't know how I'm able to pick up on these random little things that you do where I know the capacity of your brain has been reached. This guy needs a reset. So if you're out there and you're talking to him and he's looking at his watch, taking out his phone, or literally has a glossed over face, like he's trying to grasp what you're saying, but it's not computing, he's reached his capacity. He needs a moment to reset. Anyway, go on.
No, but it's not because I'm bored. It's because I'm actually trying to hold on to my thought because I hate like, oh, what was I saying? What was I thinking? What was I saying? And then that's gonna like take over the entire podcast.
You need to get to a point where now you have your notes app and just write it down, put it down.
Yeah.
Then that way you'd remember, right?
Yeah, that way I remember, and that way I can actually start listening to what you have to say.
This guy doesn't listen. I'm like, I know, taking notes.
Can I tell you how much I heard of what you said? Response able.
Yeah, you stopped at that.
After that?
I know. You're like, response able. I said that. I want to say something else. Church, go. And then you're just looking at me. Okay. What was it that you wanted to say?
Yeah. So we were at church at Elders Quorum.
Okay.
So in our church, like the women go to one room and the men go to one room, and then we learn the gospel. Same topic, but just you learn and you hear it from
different perspectives.
Different perspective. Anyways, so I'm there, and my father-in-law is in the same class with me, and he says, "Yeah, there was this prophet that said, how do we minister, right?" Mm-hmm. So the question is, how do we minister? And he goes, "Yeah, there was this prophet, and he said, like, when you're going up to someone, you have to see them dressed in white." Okay. Right? And I'm like, I said that. And I know I said that because my mission president used to say that all the time.
Did you tell him?
I didn't have the heart to. I don't want to correct him.
He knows now.
Yeah, if he's watching. And there was 30 other men there, right? I was like, I don't want to course correct them. And then how am I going to look like if it's not received well? Like, you're not the prophet, Miguel, right? But it wasn't a prophet that said it. My mission president would always say, when you're knocking on somebody's door, you have to see them dressed in white, and you're going to treat them a little bit differently, right? If it's just another random person. So I said that years ago. And so anyway, and then he's like, yeah, I forget who it was. He goes, but there was this prophet that said, when you see people, you have to see dressed. And I'm like,
it's because so much randomness comes out of your mouth that when you do have those gems, people don't naturally assume it's you. People are like, I heard it from somewhere. I can't remember. No, it can't be Miguel.
You have to be response able. Do you understand that, right? You have to be.
Or dressed in white to treat someone better.
Or dressed in white to treat someone better. Okay. So here's the thing. So here's a good one, and I don't know how to respond to this one.
Okay.
Should people announce their new beginnings publicly or move in silence?
I've done both. And I have come to the realization that it's better for you to you wanna share it with people you trust. Right, with like your circle, you want to share it. Okay. But necessarily to the public, I've done that and I've like fell on my face. Like there's so many things that I've said that I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. And then after I'm like, dang. Like I think one in particular thing that I said even before your time, it was a family. It was like a missionary who had served in our ward. Yeah. And his family came. Like, he came back to visit, his family came, and we were talking about, like, goals or whatever. And I just announced some pretty hefty goals, right? Like, it was, like, very hefty goals. I didn't know how I was going to reach them or anything like that. And obviously, they were so hefty that they never happened. They haven't happened to this day. And I think back of it, and I'm embarrassed, in all honesty, because I think... At the time, I was like, well, if you say it out loud, then you're more likely to do it, which I do agree. However, I think it was my mom who said this, she said that when you have a goal, you need to treat it like it's your baby. And when I
said that. How many times have I said that?
You probably have. I think this is something.
Yeah.
That you probably have
Your
said.
What's psychologist?
I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm pretty sure my mom has also said it. Even if you have said it, but I do think because I think when I think of MTC, I think of it as your baby, right? Yeah. But when you have a baby, you don't just trust your baby with every single person, right?
Yeah, it's true.
You trust them with there's gonna be a few people that you're like, okay, I'm gonna I know that you'll take care of it. I know your baby. So I think it's the same thing. I think when you are having a new beginning and it's still in the very beginning stages, you want to ensure that you share it with people who are going to take care of it, that are not going to knock it down or tell you the reasons why it's not going to work. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you have to assess your circle too, because sometimes you think that people who are going to support you will support you and they don't.
Yeah.
And then sometimes strangers end up being a little more supportive. So you just kind of have to assess.
Yeah. So one thing about goal setting is one of the steps to goal setting is making sure that you let somebody know so you can be held accountable. Right. So accountability is massive for goals and success. And I saw this post actually one time where it said, people who are more successful than you want you to succeed.
They will never hate on you.
They will never. They will find a way to get you to elevate yourself as well.
Yeah.
People who are less successful than you, they are going to bash you.
Yeah.
Right. And so this person was saying as a clear indicator, or so if you put out a goal, if you put out a statement, and the comment that you hear, if it's people that are like, yeah, you can do this, they're at your level, if not higher, and they want you to continue progressing.
Yeah.
People that are being negative, these are people who are less than you, not in the sense of worth or value, but just like they're negative people. They're just they don't have any goals. They're not trying hard, whatever. And so then they bash you because they want you to be down there with them, right?
It's
like attracts likes.
Yes, I absolutely think so. I've read quotes where it says, "Don't take advice from people you wouldn't trade like wallets with.
Yeah.
You wouldn't trade spirituality with.
I've
you wouldn't
said all
trade
of that stuff.
marriage with."
Yeah. Marriage with.
Well, if you're like taking advice from single friends and you're married, that's not gonna work, right?
I thought you meant like swapping. I'm like trading marriages.
No,
like,
I don't mean that at all.
It's like, what the freak?
No, I'm like, if you're married and you want advice from someone, don't even just ask anybody.
Yeah.
Look at their marriage, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
You don't ask for advice from people you wouldn't trade anything that you're desiring with.
Yeah. So my advice, and I think it's similar with what you're saying, move in silence, like work hard, but find those people that will help you succeed, or that you can hold yourself accountable, and lovingly they will come back and they can be like, where are you with your goals?
Yeah.
Did you wake up early? Did you do all these different things and whatever, right?
Like you said, like attracts like. So
attracts
if you
like.
want to have more success in what you're doing, find people who are also doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. All right, last question here. This is more of a reflection question.
Okay.
Right? How do you know when it's time for a new beginning versus when it's time to simply endure harder in that season?
Ooh, that's a good question. Why don't you answer it?
Oh dang! And I think this is the original question that I went to chat with, right? And then I'm like, how do you know? How do you know that you should keep pushing for that relationship, that job, that status, that entrepreneurship, those clients or whatever? And how do you know when it's like, you know what, it's time for me to start a new family? And as harsh as that sounds, sometimes there are marriages out there that are extremely toxic, whether it's a husband to a wife or a wife to a husband. The man, like, for whatever reasons, I think the first line of priority and authority is look for counsel, look for whatever. And I've known sometimes counselors have come back and be like, you know what, guys, like we've been trying, and this is not working. You guys are abusive to each other, whether it be physically or verbally. You guys just need to go your separate ways. And I've known counselors to have come back and be like,
we know someone who was married to someone else, and the one spouse was trying to make it work really hard, but the other spouse was done. The other spouse was kind of like,
same.
Like, it's like, I'm done, right?
Yeah.
And this one spouse went to receive counsel from his bishop at the time, right? His leader. And he was like, you know what, like, I want to make it work. Like, marriages are supposed to be forever, where I really want this to work. And his counsel, his leader, came back and was like, sometimes the most Christ-like thing you can do is to let someone go and like honor and respect their agency.
Wow.
So I think that was super wise counsel in a sense, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's why I came to this thing. And I think my foundation for this question is, if what you are doing, whether it be work, education, whether it's an environment like friendship, relationship, whatever, if it's something that is pushing you to be great, but because of personal, like, maybe laziness, or you're not working as hard, you're not getting to that level, then I think you should continue fighting hard. But when that thing is pushing you down and you're working hard, but they're still pushing you down, I think it's maybe time for a new season.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
It is a very hard one because you don't, and it's one of these things, and I think it's like number one, case by case scenario.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a monopoly cookie cutter formula for this, but I think as a standard is this one thing making me grow, or wanting me to grow, or is this thing pushing me down?
Yeah,
right. And so,
I think I would assess if I had a formula or something to share or a process that I would go through. I think I would have to do a lot of pondering, right? Like you need some introspection at the time and reflection time. Yeah. And like you said, I would assess it against how I'm feeling. Like, for instance, what if I'm struggling with anxiety or depression and I'm pushing so hard for something and I keep feeling like I'm drowning? Yeah. Is it the season for this, right? Yeah. Or are there things that I can do? Then the second thing that I would assess it is my family relationships. Is it bringing me... Actually, no. The first thing I would do is I would assess, is what I'm doing bringing me closer to God? And the reason why is because faith is my priority, right? I have my favorite Fs, as you guys know. My favorite Fs.
The ones that I gave, yeah. So we all know faith, family, fitness, finances, and friends.
Yeah. So the top three are always faith, family, and like fitness or well-being, right? So what I would assess it is what I'm doing pushing me closer to grow our relationship with God? And am I feeling deep in my gut that things are going to be okay? Then the second thing that I would assess is what's happening with my family as I enter this season. Because in all honesty, not every season we're meant to do everything. And people, like, we're different, right? Like, men and women are different. We have different responsibilities. So is this season prime for what I'm trying to do? Are the sacrifices worth it, right? And then the third... Sorry?
No, I'm interesting. Yeah.
And then the third, I would assess it against my well-being, right? Like, is what I'm feeling discomfort? Is it pushing me to growing in the direction that I want? Because I think it's less about the goal at times and more about the direction of where we're going. As long as we're pushing towards the direction that we want ahead, then I think we need to continue on. And I think sometimes it involves assessing our goals. It involves kind of maybe pivoting. Maybe you were trying to go super fast, but you realize that your season of life does not support you going super fast. So maybe it's a time of reflection, being like, okay, I can't do this, but I'll be able to do this. Yeah. So anyway, he stopped listening.
No, oh my gosh. No, I did stop.
Yeah, go on.
I'm still waiting for your kids.
They're right there. See that it says right there, ding? That's Ruby and I. So anytime it's like, it's I love you, it says, and we go like this, and we go ding. Yeah. So she'll yell it from the top of the stairs. She'll be like, ding. And I'll be like, ding.
Oh my gosh. That just melted my heart.
That's my Ruby. I know exactly who wrote that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I first saw it. If you go back onto the podcast, I read it and I went like that. And that was for Ruby. Yeah, because I saw it. I knew she wrote it. And I have sent her little school notes. And I like put it on her lunchbox and I just write ding, which means I love you.
I'm not feeling good. I'm puking unicorns and rainbows.
This is when he realizes he's a bad father. Just kidding.
Like, what do I do for my kids? I throw them in the pool when they couldn't.
See, they love that. Yeah. They love that.
Dang. That just, I don't know why. I was like, I'm like all choked up about it now. Like, what the, oh my gosh, that was so beautiful.
Take note, because what he's going to do is in future podcasts, we're going to talk about this. You'd be like, I said it. This is what I said. Remember? Ding.
When someone should look for a new start should be when, you keep becoming so when to yes.
What?
I'm translating. So this is me translating at the wedding. The exact what you just saw in English was me in Spanish.
And that's him in English. So just imagine.
A new start should be when you keep becoming a version of yourself that you do not respect. When you have outgrown the environment, but you're staying in it because of guilt. The dream is still alive, but the method is no longer working. So you still want to, whatever. When you've been faithful to someone, but it's no longer fruitful.
Yeah. Like maybe you've given it your all to that person.
Which is what that counsel that was given to that person, right? When you're constantly shrinking to fit places, people, or expectations.
Dang.
Huge.
Fire.
When you are repeating the same cycle and finally realize that hoping is not the same as changing.
Yeah. If you keep doing the same actions, you're going to keep getting the same results, right?
Yeah. When you have clarity, not just frustration. The one last big friend, I want out versus I know where I need to go next. That's the biggest.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That's a good list. That's a really good list.
I worked hard on this list. Ready? Here we go. When not to start over again. Okay. You want to start over just because.
Yeah, you're like, forget this.
Yeah. Right?
You see a new shiny thing.
That was a shot. If nobody saw that was a shot over the head. Yeah. Work is boring. Someone corrected you. You should never change for someone. Right? Like,
because that change is not sustainable. And this is what we're talking about. I don't know if you guys ever seen online where there's these revenge stories where if like people break up and then the person ends up getting all fit and beautiful and all that stuff. I mean, it's great, but if you solely do it for the purpose of somebody else, it's unsustainable.
I see it a lot, especially at the gym, like when she mostly, mostly she, they're getting ready for a wedding.
Oh yeah.
Right, and they're like they're eating well, they're working out, they're whatever, but then the wedding happens and then they stop. Now, this is not a shot to anybody, right? There's not a shot to anybody. And I always tell when I'm counseling people, I'm like, the wedding cannot be the goal. Like if you want a lifestyle change, it's got to be for like long term. Like, what did you want to walk your child down the aisle? You want to be there for your grandchildren. You want to have energy to go for runs and play at the park and whatever. But if you're doing it for having the goal as a wedding is a great goal, but that can't be the end result because when it hits, then you're like, I'm done.
Yep.
And then all that stuff comes back, right? So you're comparing yourself to people online because you failed once. Because you're afraid of being seen.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
You want the reward, but not the refinement. That's a powerful one.
Yeah. It's like we want the good without the hard. One of the things that I love to tell youth at our church or even I tell my kids is that having problems and going through difficulties and adversities, it's a normal part of life.
Yeah.
Like we would all do way better if we didn't feel entitled to have just a good life. Like that we saw a good life means that you're having problems, you're having challenges because that is refining you and you do become a different person at the end, a better person if you let it. 100%. You can either become bitter or better.
Yeah. Ooh.
Watch. Ooh. And then you in a few podcasts you'll be like, I said this.
Ooh. How do you so create a task for today? I want to be reminded of what I said. You either become bitter or better.
So, you see it here in real time.
I just dropped fire. Bitter, not better. Oh,
the things that you see in his presentations out there, they're heavily influenced. You have upgraded your community, involving me within your community, your circle.
What?
To refine you.
Oh, refine.
To help you express yourself instead of saying random things like you often do.
Hence the translation flop.
I wasn't there to help him, that's why.
That is true. So I know that we're 15 minutes over, but I want to leave you with this one thought. It says sometimes you don't need new beginnings. You need to stop abandoning the beginnings you already prayed for. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I am so smart.
I mean, AI is your thought partner.
That wasn't
right?
AI. It's not AI, man.
Like, hey, listen, I'm all for AI. I believe AI.
Me too. I use the AI to come up with these questions.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of research that went done here, man. Like, relax.
Of course.
It wasn't AI. Jeez.
What do you mean? Embrace AI. AI is supposed to systemize and improve the research, right?
I do, and I have. And I will, when I use AI, I admit to my using AI. Other stuff, I do. It's not AI, it's me. I don't want people thinking.
When he says it's him, it's really me.
Listen, you're either better or bitter. That's what it comes down to. And apparently, up until this point, only Ruby thinks you're great. All the other kids have abandoned you.
They're like, we're leaving the ship. That's all right, guys. I know you love me.
And we have come to the end of our podcast.
Yes, we have. It's so cold in here, so I'm looking forward to going to somewhere warmer. I'm like shivering.
What was your takeaway today?
I like the list of when to know that you need a new beginning.
So the list. Yeah, what is happening here?
Our outro.
Oh, you know what? Tegan's. Hopefully you guys can still hear. Anyways, go ahead. We got 30 seconds, bro.
We're all stunned. What was your takeaway?
My takeaway?
Bitter or better?
Yeah, I
love what you came up with.
No. I need to fix my Spanish.
Fix your Spanish, fix your face.
Fix my face, fix my Spanish.
If you ever see him, you gotta tell him, fix your face.
Anyways.
Arréglate la cara.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe to all of our social sites, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Bye.
Have a great one. Peace.
Got a minute of your time. Got a minute of your gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. Sure it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye.